Hey, good evening, everybody, and welcome to Stuart W. Robinson Memorial Gymnasium for the final home game of the year for the Lady Indians here at Roseburg. Welcome in to the final, it's going to be the final broadcast for high school basketball in the regular season. We're still waiting to see where Roseburg will end up as far as the boys go for the upcoming SOC tournament, Southern Oregon Conference tournament. But welcome in. I'm Kenny Sherman in for Joey Keyran, who's over doing baseball. Doc Stewart's getting ready for another game in their Father's Day tournament, and there's still plenty of room over there for you. Saturday and Sunday, more games, and they'll crown a championship on Father's Day. We're glad to have you along and listening. For all the dads out there watching here, happy Father's Day to you. We're doing it strictly on the video cast. If you know somebody that is wanting to watch the ladies hopefully win their first game of the season, I've got some positive vibes going on right here. So hopefully the girls can get a win. They have not got a win all year long. They are looking, and it started off pretty well. The freshman girls from Roseburg won today. And also the JV just won a little while ago, 48-11, and we are getting on a little late because the game went a little longer. So we didn't want to bore you with me for a long, long time here. So you didn't miss anything. Getting ready for the girls here in just a few minutes. The Roseburg girls had a little trouble with Crater on Wednesday night. Crater shot out to a 23-point halftime lead and finished with a win over Roseburg on Wednesday. Mackenzie Hirsch scored 15 points, and Kaylee Gialotti added 12 for the Comets, who are now 10-1. Sophomore post Amy Carpenter, another game for the Indians with 12 points. Sophomore Emma Murphy chipped in 8 points for the Lady Indians. And meanwhile, Roseburg lost. The boys lost to Crater 60-47. The boys down in Ashland today, and we are hosting the Ashland Grizzlies here tonight. The ladies coming off a loss on Wednesday night as well, so they're looking to pick up a win. And the last time these two teams met, Ashland had no problem. So they've got a lot of size in there. They got some experience on this team. So we're hoping that the Roseburg girls can fire up a little bit. The freshmen and the JV all won already today, so they're hoping that they can get things going. They've got three seniors on this team. Jade Sullinger, she's one of the starters. Also, the other two starters, Aubrey Lisinski and Kendall Abel, are the seniors on this team, and quite a few juniors and sophomores too. So they've got some experience on this team with Anton Perry as the head coach for the Ashland Grizzlies out of the 5A Midwestern League. This is a non-conference game, and we'll be going here in just a little bit. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. This is the Cooper's Termite and Pest Control pregame show. Cooper's Termite and Pest Control. Let them take care of all the bugs that you have. They are the bug assassins of Douglas County. And Roseburg Disposal. Don't load up your truck and get it all stinky and messy. Let Roseburg Disposal make the dump run for you. And that is a cool thing when you don't have to do that, you know. I don't, because I live in an apartment complex with a dumpster, and they come every Tuesday morning and wake us up about 5:45 with a beeper on their truck, and they get it all done. So it's pretty cool. Now, with school being out, these rosters for these schools, Ashland and Roseburg, are pretty light because a lot of the girls, school is out already. They've already had family plans already, so both of these rosters are a little bit light tonight. So we may not see all the players. I didn't go through and figure out who was here and who was not because they're crunching these games in so they can get everybody out of here. These games started early, and we're going to get down a little bit earlier than normal. But after the game is over with, you're more than welcome to go on out here to Legion Field, so the brand new Legion Field, and Joey Keyran will have the Docs baseball game for you coming up here. That game starts at about 7:15 on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 the score. All right, let's take a 2-minute break, come back with more, get you ready for Roseburg Indian ladies basketball here on, 541radio.com and doing it video live right here.
the innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 120,000 participants here in Oregon who take part in high school sports or activities.
I am a nurse,
a firefighter,
a college student,
a mother,
and I am an American soldier.
I will always be ready
for every storm
and disaster that threatens my community.
I will always be there to protect my neighbors,
my family,
and my country.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
Visit nationalguard.com to learn more about part-time service.
Buy one, get one free at the Roseburg Jiffy Lube. Buy one signature service oil change with Pennzoil at regular price through the end of March and receive a coupon for a second one free. That's a $43.99 value. The signature service oil change features up to 5 quarts conventional Pennzoil, a new spin-on filter, and a visual inspection of belts, brakes, tires, and wipers, plus fluid top-off and our 90-day top-off guarantee. Buy one signature service oil change, get one free through the end of March at the Roseburg Jiffy Lube next to Champion.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Stuart W. Robinson Memorial Gymnasium, a very hot Friday, which means it's a warm one in the gym. And normally, you're not playing basketball in May and June, so they got the doors open, trying to get as much breeze as they can coming through the gym as we get ready for girls basketball tonight. The Indians and the Ashland Lady Grizzlies. The Indians trying to get their first win of the season, and I'll see if I can make it happen up here on this side. I don't know how I can, but we're going to give it as best we can. The Lady Grizzlies down here practicing their free throws. The Roseburg girls stretching out a little bit as we get ready for basketball. And like I say, we're going to have a light roster on both sides. In fact, the JV team from Ashland, they only had 7 players here, so it was a tough one to sub in and out. And in fact, some of the JV girls have dressed down to play possibly on the varsity as well. So it might be a little, we might be jumping back and forth. If I don't see them on the main roster, I may have to jump on the JV side. And there's the JV, a couple of those numbers aren't on the Ashland thing. So, it's the last game of the season. It's Friday night. The kids are already out of school, and so it gets kind of confusing. And families have a lot of stuff already done already. I mean, with it being a nice weekend and, people camping and getting ready to go camping because school's out. And it's time to relax after a long school year. And a big congratulations to the seniors that have graduated this year. I know it's been hard for you. And really a big thank you to the parents, the coaches, the teachers, the staff members at all the high schools for hanging in there through all this stuff and making sure these kids get to graduate and get to do what they want to do. So it's way cool to see and look out on the floor right now, the future of Roseburg Indian basketball here. Not a senior on this team. It would have been senior night for the girls, but there's no seniors. We've got some freshmen and sophomores and juniors, but no seniors on the roster for Coach Chad Smith. And the girls making their way to the bench. And we're going to take about a 2-minute break, 3-minute break or so. We're going to go off for the national anthem, and then we'll come back with the starters and Roseburg Indian lady basketball here on 541radio.com and the video stream, and also on 1490's their YouTube channel. That's what I was trying to say. All right, we'll be right back in about 3 minutes.
Rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the stage.
In the pool.
On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah! Be great.
Participate.
Looking for more local sports coverage? CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score has you covered. Check out our homepage at 541radio.com for sports stories, scores, and podcasts. And follow us on social media. 1490 The Score is on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And take the station with you wherever you go with the 541 Radio app. Download the app in your smartphone's app store and get access to a live stream of the station, sports stories, podcasts, and easy messaging with the station and others.
At Current Orthodontics, we stand out because of the smiles and the excitement that we create. A beautiful smile can really make a huge impact in someone's life. Our main goal is we also want you to be able to walk down the street and have your neighbors say, "Hey, where did you get that great smile?" And for you to be able to say, "At Current Orthodontics."
All right, finishing up the national anthem. Welcome back to Roseburg basketball here on The Score. And on our 1490 Facebook page and our YouTube channel. We're glad to have you along with us as the Ashland Lady Grizzlies get introduced. It'll be number 5, Jade Sullinger. She's a senior. Number 11, Kirsten Morgan, a sophomore. Gabby Heiken is a junior. Aubrey Losinski, a senior. And Kendall Abel is a senior. Now for the Roseburg Indians, your starting 5. It'll be number 2, the freshman, number 2, Emily Morello. Number 4, the leading scorer, Amy Carpenter, the sophomore. Hayden Bernard is also a sophomore. She gets to start. Chelsea Miller, the junior, and Emma Murphy, the sophomore. It'll be Morello, Carpenter, Bernard, Miller, and Murphy. Head coach Chad Smith with assistant coach Bill Bartlett. And the Ashland Lady Grizzlies coached over there by Anton Perry with Francisco Lopez Atanas as the assistant coach. Getting ready to get started here on a Friday night. The Lady Grizzlies in the red and the Indians in their home white outlined in orange and white as we get ready to go here. It will be Aubrey Losinski to throw the ball in. She'll get it in, and we are underway as Gabby Heineken will control the basketball. Up to the top, thought about the 3, brings it back down, gives it off to the right side. Up with a shot is no good by Morgan. And the rebound by the Indians as we go back the other way is Chelsea Miller on the rebound. Chelsea's got the ball now, bounce pass underneath, spin move, up with a shot, no good by Amy Carpenter. Rebound by the Grizzlies. Back down the other way quickly. Driving to the lane, loses handle on the ball. That is Kristen Morgan for the Ashland Grizzlies and goes out of bounds. It'll be, we do have a foul, and it is on Amy Carpenter. You don't want to get her in foul trouble. That's her first. It'll be going to the line now will be Kristen Morgan. She will go to the line, got the dreadlocks going down the back. First shot is off the front of the rim and no good for her. She'll have one more. Kendall Abel, pretty good-sized girl underneath the basket there. Nice and tall for Ashland. She'll be competing under there with Chelsea Miller. Second shot is off the rim. They missed them both. Chelsea with another rebound for Roseburg. Still no score. 7:25 first quarter. Across the line is Chelsea. Chelsea now will get it left side. Directing traffic is Morello. Morello now will throw back into the corner to Chelsea Miller. Chelsea back to Morello. Morello go the other side now to Bernard. Hayden Bernard back into the coffin corner down to Carpenter. Carpenter dribble twice. Now back to she'll bring it back up the top and set it up to Morello. Morello swings it back over. Here's a jump shot on the way for 3. Off the rim and no good by Emma Murphy. Rebound Ashland. Still no score. 6:50 opening quarter. Sullinger with the basketball there. Into the free throw line. Swatted away by Morello. Morello with the ball going down the right lane. She's going to drive in. Bounce pass all by herself underneath, and she missed the shot. Gets her rebound up and in. Hayden Bernard will put Roseburg on the board. That's the way you follow up your shot right there. 2-0 Indians. Looking for their first win there. The ball goes out of bounds. And it is off of an Indian, so it'll be Ashland basketball. Throwing it in will be Aubrey Lisinski. Gets it into Kristen Morgan. She'll get it to the top to Heinken. Now back underneath to Abel. Abel brings it back out to the top to Heinken. Back over to the corner. Right side shot is no good by Morgan. Offensive rebound by Sullinger. And a whistle and a foul. Pushing foul. Ashland ball. Shot for a three on the inbound pass. No good. Rebound by Murillo for Roseburg. She's got the basketball. Dribble with the left hand. 2-0 in favor of Roseburg. With the ball is Pinard. Pinard to the Coffin corner. Now to Carpenter. Carpenter bounce pass underneath to Chelsea. Chelsea back to Pinard. Swatted away. Back the other way. Kirsten Morgan going to drive all the way down. Swatted away and knocked out of bounds by Emily. That's how you pronounce it. Emily Murillo. First time doing one of the girls' games here. It's kind of fun. Especially if they win. It's going to be cool. Gabby Heinken will throw it in. Gets again to Sullinger. Sullinger will bring it back out to the top. And here's a shot for three off the right side. Hits the backboard for Heinken. And the rebound. Another rebound here for Chelsea Miller. Miller gives it off to Emma Murphy. She'll bring it across the timeline. Swatted away by Kristen Morgan. She'll drive with the left hand up and in, and we're tied. Kristen Morgan will tie the ball game at 2. Bounce pass to Murillo. Murillo gets it back out to the top to Pinard. Pinard goes right side. Now they get it inside to Chelsea. Chelsea Miller. Now they pull up jumper from the free throw line. In and out, no good by Pinard. Offensive rebound, keeping it alive. There's Murillo. Murillo now back to the top to Emma Murphy. Murphy being guarded hard there by Morgan. Morgan, she gives it off to Pinard. Pinard swings it over this way to Murillo. Murillo with a jump shot, partially blocked there. Offensive rebound, keeping it alive, and then he gets swatted away. Quickly down court to Morgan. Morgan one-on-one, banks it off the window, no good. Rebound by Pinard. Pinard for the Indians, controls the basketball, gives it off to Murillo, and she'll bring it back up court. Tied at 2, 4:30 left, opening quarter. Into the bounce pass down to Murphy, and a pushing foul underneath. And Kyle talks so fast. I can't. 33 is what they say over there. So Kendall Abel on the foul. Gives the ball to the Indians. And the counter is on the far side, so I got to turn my neck around and see if I can get it down. Oh, man. Going up with a shot was Chelsea Miller and swatted down by number 33, Kendall Abel. The end of the ball game for Roseburg now is Riley Mulsick. She will come in with this big old brace on her right knee. Got to be careful there. Getting it swatted away is Sullinger with the ball for Ashland. Bounce pass underneath, all by herself, up and in. Gabby Heinken makes it 42 Ashland with 4 minutes left in the first quarter. Back out to the top is Mulsick, who just checked in a few minutes ago. Now to Murphy. Murphy gets it underneath to Carpenter. They're down on the floor. Fight for the basketball between Murillo and number 22, Aubrey Lisinski. And this is going to be the media timeout. So we'll take a 2-minute break, or about a minute break. Yeah, 3:48 left in the first quarter. It's 4-2 Ashland.
Looking for more local sports coverage? CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score has you covered. Check out our homepage at 541radio.com for sports stories, scores, and podcasts. And follow us on social media. 1490 The Score is on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And take the station with you wherever you go with the 541 Radio app. Download the app in your smartphone's app store and get access to a live stream of the station, sports stories, podcasts, and easy messaging with the station and others.
Welcome back, everybody. 3:48 left in the first quarter and a 4-2 lead for Ashland. Here in girls basketball, the final home game for the Roseburg Lady Indians. And then the fellas, they are down in Ashland and hoping to pick up a win tonight and get a better seeding for the upcoming tournament. Possibility they could be playing on Monday, depending on the outcome tonight. So they're down in Ashland. 3:48 opening quarter, 4-2 Ashland. It'll be Roseburg basketball, and they will throw it in. It is Emma Murphy to throw it in. Gets it into Morello. Morello will bring it up now. She swings it over to the right side to Mulsick. Mulsick now, and the ball goes out of bounds off of Roseburg, apparently. It'll be Ashland basketball. Aubrey Lisinski will throw it in. Controlling the basketball with a big brace on her left leg is number 12. That is Debbie Hennigan, who didn't have that brace on earlier. She went and put a big brace on her right leg, and she's hobbling a little bit over there. It wasn't on there earlier, I didn't think. Here's a jump shot from the side from Morgan. Offensive rebound, keeping it alive, is Lisinski. Now they'll swing it back out. Now ball swatted away. Good defense there by Emma Murphy. And it's out of bounds off of Ashland. Roseburg basketball. Emma Murphy brings it across the Roseburg Indian timeline. Goes to Mulsick. Mulsick into the coffin corner to Carpenter. Carpenter with their good defense over there by Sullinger. Brings it back out to the top to Murillo. Murillo now bounce pass underneath to Carpenter. Trying to get it. Breaking down the lane was Mulsick, and over her head and out of bounds. Ashland basketball. 2:49 opening quarter. Gabby Heinken will bring it down. Gets it into the big girl in the middle. That is Abel. And they get it into Sullinger, and Sullinger with the basket. Ashland needed now 6-2. Into the coffin quarter now is Michaela McClatcher, who checked in at the timeout. They get it underneath to Carpenter. Her shot no good. Fight for the rebound. And there's a jump basketball underneath. So Michaela McClatcher now in the game for the Indians. She's out there with Morello and also Emma Murphy. Riley Mulsick. Here's a feed inside. Now they kick it over to the right side, going in and driving it in and dropping it. Kristen Morgan. She's got 4. It extends the lead to 8-2 with 2 minutes left in the quarter. Murillo gets it over to Mulsick. Mulsick bounce pass underneath. Reverse layup is, off the rim and no good. Offensive rebound there for the rebound. Mulsick kicks it back out. Here drive down the lane, right side. Shot no good by Murillo. Offensive rebound again to keep it alive. They kick it back out, and here's a long 3 on the top. It is off the rim and no good. Some offensive rebounds there for Roseburg, but they couldn't get anything out of it. And a foul underneath. And this one's going to be on Michaela McClatcher. Into the game now for the Indians. It's going to be number 11. Jocelyn Montefiore. Jocelyn. She's got the red hair. Checking in for the Indians here. Ashland basketball. Going over right side. They're depending on her. Jump shot is good for Kristen Morgan. And she's their scorer. She's got 6. Makes it 10-2 now. Is Ashland starting to open it up a little bit here. Roseburg trying to get their first win. Moving the ball around. Into the paint. Jump shot no good. I missed another one. Is Amy Carpenter. With the ball is Sullinger for Ashland. Kicks it quickly down court to Heinken. Gaby Heinken back out to Sullinger. They'll get it inside. Now back out again to Heinken now, and stepped on the inline. Indian basketball. 52.9 left in the opening quarter here on a Friday night. Father's Day weekend. Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. Murillo brings it across the timeline. She gets it over to Mulsick. Mulsick back in the corner now to Carpenter. Carpenter, good defense over there, trying to get into somebody. Bounce pass underneath. They go cross court now to Morello. Morello will dribble, set it up, gets it to the free throw line, and a jumper there is no good. Offensive rebound, throwing it up off the glass, no good. And somebody pull the lid off the basket. Nothing will fall for Roseburg here in the quarter. They've had plenty of offensive rebounds and putting the shot up, but it won't drop. Swings it back over. Here's another shot on the way. Almost another one for Morgan. Offensive rebound, throwing it up no good, is Lisinski. And finally the rebound by Carpenter for Roseburg. She gives it off to McClatcher. McClatcher now to Morello, and that's the end of the first quarter. And your score after one, it is Ashland 10 and the Roseburg Indians 2. Back in 1 minute.
I am a nurse,
a firefighter,
a college student,
a mother,
and I am an American soldier.
I will always be ready
for every storm
and disaster that threatens my community.
I will always be there to protect my neighbors,
my family,
and my country.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
Visit NationalGuard.com to learn more about part-time.
Welcome back, everybody. Glad to have you along with us here. Ashland out to a 10-2 lead over the Roseburg Lady Indians here as we get ready to start the second quarter. The girls trying to pick up their first win of the year, but they're going to they have a lot of work to do here. Looking out on the floor, it's going to be Molsick back in. It'll be Montefiore back in, along with Morello and McClatcher still in the game for the Indians. They get the ball to start the second quarter, and we're underway. Coffin corner for Carpenter. Carpenter brings it out to Molsick. Molsick tried to get it inside and got swatted away for a minute, but gathering up the loose ball is Morello. Morello with a spin move down, drive it down the lane, pull-up jumper is no good by Montefiore, but the offensive rebound, she's got the ball back. Bounce pass underneath. Kicks it back out to the top to Morello. Swinging it around, trying to get something out. Now the ball swatted away by Kirsten Morgan for Ashland. And it goes out of bounds off of Morgan. Morgan's got 6 in the game for Ashland, the leading scorers. Heineken with 2 and Sullinger with 2 for Ashland. The lone basket for Roseburg is Hayden Pernard. Ashland with the basketball. It's Sullinger. She's been in the entire game so far. Quickly down the court to Morgan. She goes back to Sullinger. They kick it inside now to Abel. Abel with a spin move. She's the real tall girl, and she don't look like she takes a lot of shots. She just works up at the top of the circle and feeds it off. And breaking down the lane, throwing it up with the right hand, no good, is Abby Lambert, who's in the game for Ashland. Came in after the quarter change. Just a little bitty thing. Morello, bounce pass underneath. So McClatcher back out, swing pass to Montefiore, and underneath to McClatcher, and she drops it in. Michaela McClatcher drops it in, and it's 10-4. Her first 2 points of the basketball game off the bench. Abby Lambert off the bench for controls. Gets it over to Morgan. Morgan, their leading scorer. Now to Lisinski. Lob pass underneath. No good. It gets her own rebound and throws it back up, but she's fouled. That's Jaden Sullinger. So McClatcher again, that's her second foul. And Jade Sullinger will go to the line. First shot is good for her. Into the game now is going to be Hayden Pernard back in, and Chelsea Miller back in now for the Indians. One more here for Sullinger. Got it. She's got 4 points in the game now. Makes it 12-4. Bounce pass, free throw line jumper off the glass. No good by Pinard. Offensive rebound, and the shot for Montefiore is no good. And with the ball is Lambert. She feeds it all by herself underneath, waiting for the ball. Kirsten Morgan. She has got 8 in the game. Another shot on the way for Roseburg, no good. Coming up with a loose ball is Chelsea Miller. And limping a little bit coming up is Riley Molsick. And Solinger on the foul, Jaden Solinger. Michelle Rivera checks in now for Roseburg, and she's got the basketball. Montefiore, and down on the floor hard is number 5 for Ashland. There's a foul underneath. McClatcher now. She's going to pick up her 3rd foul already, coming off the bench. And with the basketball now, Solinger. I think Kyle announced it wrong. I don't see McClatcher on there. I think that was supposed to be Miller. He read off McClatcher because she's not on the floor. So, yeah. So Kyle, negative on the announcer guy over there. So Miller on the foul here. And to the line is Solinger. She's back to the line. Gets another one. A little bit of sunshine coming through the window right there right at the basket. She keeps adding to her total points, but the second shot is no good. Amy Carpenter with the rebound. Gives it off to Montefiore with a long red here. Now to Pinard. Pinard in the coffin corner. To Carpenter. Carpenter trying to get it back out. That's swatted away again. With the ball is Solinger now for Ashland. 4:59, clock running in the first half. Abby Lambert with the ball, dribble with the left hand, swings it around to the top of the circle. Now looking for somebody to get it to. She's going to drive down the lane, throws it up. Off the rim, no good. Offensive reach. She gets her own rebound. Kicks it back out to Abel at the top. And Abel looking for somebody to get it to. She throws it over to the coffin corner to Lambert. Bounce pass underneath. And almost 2 more for Morgan. But Carpenter comes up with a loose ball. Now back pressure, and Lambert steals the ball away. So everybody coming back down the court after the pressure. Lambert with the basketball. Abby Lambert gives it off. Shot no good by Solinger. She's going to get fouled. And the foul is going to be against Hayden Bernard. And back to the line is Solinger. Camping out right there at the line. Misses that one. In for Ashland now is going to be number 10. Gracie Carter comes in. And Murillo back in for Roseburg. Solinger with one more. That one is good. Six points for her, 4 from the free throw line, makes it 16-4 now. With 4:15 in the clock running in the first half. Montefiore passes underneath. Spin move, good. Nice shot, Chelsea. Chelsea Miller with a nice spin move, drops it in. 16-6 now with 4 minutes left in the second quarter. Lambert with the ball to Solinger. Solinger reverses her dribble. Now back to Lambert on the left side. Free throw line left. Now she's going to drive in, working on Montefiore. Bounce back up the top to Morgan. She'll swing it over this side to Solinger. Back to Morgan underneath. Shot no good. Rebound Montefiore for Roseburg. And then she gets it swatted away by the other 11, Kirsten Morgan. Right hand shot on the way, no good. Rebound by Murillo. Murillo with 4 Roseburg. 3:27 left in the quarter. Behind the back dribble. Throws it up ahead to Michelle Rivera for Roseburg. To the free throw line, Montefiore back to the top now to Murillo. Murillo now to Montefering. Montefering will drive with the right hand and into the ball game now. Chelsea Miller for Roseburg, and we got the media timeout. We'll take a minute timeout right now. Back with more. 3:11 left in the first half. 16-6 Ashland.
Looking for more local sports coverage? CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score has you covered. Check out our homepage at 541radio.com for sports stories, scores, and podcasts. And follow us on social media. 1490 The Score is on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And take the station with you wherever you go with the 541 Radio app. Download the app in your smartphone's app store and get access to a live stream of the station, sports stories, podcasts, and easy messaging with the station and others.
Welcome back. Just after the media timeout, we're glad to have you along with the media time. Meaning, they put it. The USAA put it in this year because of the mask situation. Some of these gyms get kind of warm and stuff like that, so they put a media timeout in each quarter, just an extra timeout, just so the girls can breathe. You know, so Arla Smith now in the game for Ashland. She will throw the ball into Lambert, and we're underway after the media timeout with 3:03 left in the first half. Ashland leading 16-6. Law pass underneath, going in for it, making the shot in and out. No good is Morgan. Another rebound now for Roseburg. That is Emma Murphy with the ball. Quickly down court to Morello. Morello, top of the circle now to Rivera. Now she swings it over to Emma Murphy, to Morello. Back inside, trying to get it to Hayden Pernard, and it's swatted away. And Lambert comes up with a loose basketball now for Ashland. Law pass to Abel, back to Lambert. Now swings it over to number 1, Mary Montgomery, who's in the game for Ashland. She played a little JV action earlier. Here's Lambert. And more subs coming in now, as checking back in, still with that big brace on her knee, is Heineken. She had to put that back on midway through the first quarter. She didn't have it on when they started the game. And Jaden Solinger is back in now. Slapping the ball, getting ready to go is Gracie Carter. She'll throw it in. Gets it into Solinger. Pull-up jumper for 3 is no good. Rebound by Morello. Roseburg with quite a few chances underneath the basket on some offensive boards, but they can't get it to drop. Let's see what they can do here with 2 minutes left in the first half. Michelle Rivera with the basketball now for the Indians. Swings it way across court now to Morello. Morello's shot is too hard. Rebound for Ashland. Solinger across the timeline to Lambert. Lambert stops the dribble, takes a look around. Now she'll dribble some more. Break to the left. Go down the lane. Throws it up with the left hand and in. Abby Lambert drops it in. Nice shot to make it 18-6. 1:25 left in the first half. Michelle Rivera dribble with the left hand, getting it all set up. Gets it up to the top to Murillo. Murillo will bring it over towards Rivera, give it back to her. Now she'll throw it back up to the top to Murphy. Murphy back to Murillo, back to Rivera. Now they'll swing it back out. Moving it around. 3 on the way. No good. Partially blocked there. Emma Murphy on the shot, but partially blocked by Ashland. Solinger gives it back over to Lambert. It's the Lambert-Solinger show here right now. As Lambert controlling the basketball. The pull-up jumper is off the rim and no good in the sunshine there on the backboard. And checking back in now for Roseburg is going to be Riley Mulsick. She will come in for Michelle Rivera. 43 seconds left in the first half, a quick half. 18-6. We got on a little late because of the JV game went a little long for us. But we've got it for you here. And we got a foul as Hayden Pernard was controlling the basketball there, and Gracie Potter reached in on the foul, and it'll be Roseburg basketball under their own hoop. 32.9 seconds. Out to the top is Morello. Coffin corner now to Pernard, and then the ball swatted away. Back the other way we go. Gabby Heinken. Now to Lambert. Lambert swings it over right side. Shot no good by Gracie Carter. And with the ball is Morello. 10 seconds left in the half, and it's over and back. Another turnover. 9.5 seconds left in the first half. Throwing it in will be Gracie Carter. She will get into Lambert. 5 seconds. Lambert going to drive down. Throws it with the right hand up and in. Found an opening spot and drove in with it. And that is the quarter. Your halftime score, it is Ashland 20 and the Roseburg Indians 6 at halftime. Girls got to go make some discussion, try to figure out what they need to do to get back in this game. I know the coach and everybody are wanting to try to get a win and try to pick up their first win of the game. But when you only score 4 points in the second quarter, that is kind of tough. It was 10-2 at the end of one, and they lead it now 20-6 at halftime. All right, let's take about a 3-minute break, and we'll come back and do some individual scoring and talk about something pretty cool that you'll be able to watch. A big wrestling event is coming up tomorrow. We'll talk all about that when we come back here on 541radio.com, the video stream, and 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
Rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the stage.
In the pool.
On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah! Be great.
Participate!
Looking for more local sports coverage? CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score has you covered. Check out our homepage at 541radio.com for sports stories, scores, and podcasts. And follow us on social media. 1490 The Score is on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And take the station with you wherever you go with the 541 Radio app. Download the app in your smartphone's app store and get access to a live stream of the station, sports stories, podcasts, and easy messaging with the station and others.
At Kern Orthodontics, we stand out because of the smiles and the excitement that we create. A beautiful smile can really make a huge impact in someone's life. Our main goal is we also want you to be able to walk down the street and have your neighbors say, "Hey, where did you get that great smile?" And for you to be able to say, "At Kern Orthodontics."
Go back.
Looking for more local sports coverage? CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score has you covered. Check out our homepage at 541radio.com for sports stories, scores, and podcasts. And follow us on social media. 1490 The Score is on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And take the station with you wherever you go with the 541 Radio app. Download the app in your smartphone's app store and get access to a live stream of the station, sports stories, podcasts, and easy messaging with the station and others.
Welcome back, everybody, to Stuart W. Robinson Memorial Gymnasium. It's a very warm Stuart W. Robinson Memorial Gymnasium. It's going to be getting even warmer this weekend. In fact, all week next week is supposed to be pretty toasty as well. Got to catch some campers and everything else going out of town. So, with school out, a lot of folks taking some trips and stuff like that. And I know Ashland is down a little bit on their roster, but they're doing the best they can, and they're doing quite well with it right now, jumping out to a 10-2 first quarter lead. And they lead it now 20-6 here at halftime. It's 8 points from Kristen Morgan. And then coming off one of the other starters, Jaden Sullinger, has 6. 4 of those points from the free throw line. Abby Lambert off the bench with 4 points. And Gabby Heinken has 2 points for Ashland. And for Roseburg, it is Hayden Pernard with 2. Michaela McClatcher off the bench with 2. And Chelsea Miller with 2. And McClatcher picked up 2 quick fouls early in that first quarter. So the Indians still struggling a little bit. They had some chances, though. I mean, they had quite a few offensive rebounds underneath, but could not get anything to fall. It seemed like there was a lid or something on that basket in that first quarter. And plenty of offensive rebounds underneath, and that's probably what the coach is talking to them about here at halftime. Plenty of opportunities, but they couldn't get the ball to drop in, and a couple of shots for 3 didn't go as well, and that's what's going on right now is Ashland leads at 20-6, wrapping up their season, and it's been weird, and hopefully fingers and toes crossed, it's going to get back to normal, and we'll start playing basketball where we're supposed to be at instead of playing basketball in a hot gym in May and June and interrupting baseball. And that's why I'm here, and Joey Kieran's doing baseball. And it's fun to get on the radio and fill in for Joey and do some games. And Joey's over there getting ready for Doc Stewart's baseball. They got their Father's Day tournament going on over there, and they're getting ready to start playing here pretty soon, all depending on how those other games went today, about how far behind they are going to be. But it continues on Friday and Saturday with games, or I should say Saturday and Sunday. This is Friday, I think. Between Joey and I, we've been doing games all week, and it's been pretty crazy. So Saturday and then Sunday they'll have the championship rounds. The Docs play tonight at 7:15. Time, hopefully, right around the same time, and then they'll do it again tomorrow, and they'll take all the winners and losers, match them all up, and get a champion on Father's Day Sunday. And they're doing a whole lot of giveaways and stuff over there at the ballpark as well. And if you haven't got a chance to get over to Champion Car Wash Field, it is beautiful. It's all turf, all been redone. Shelly does a great job over there. She's doing a lot of stuff. A lot of the Roseburg Indian boys on that Doc Stewart's team and on the Pepsi team as well, as the girls start to come back out. Speaking of sports, we want to pass this along to you. If you're a wrestling fan, they are not letting fans into the stands tomorrow for the wrestling. And thank you to Table Rock Sports. Table Rock Sports is going to broadcast the semis and the finals for wrestling. There's a lot of wrestlers in the semis and the finals. I should say they're going down there as number 1 seeds. There was like 8 or 9 number 1 seeds from Roseburg. So Roseburg is going to be showing well. And because they are not letting anybody in the gym because of the COVID thing, they are going to be carrying it on Table Rock Sports. So go to tablerocksports.com, their webpage, and find out. I believe Joey was talking about 10 o'clock is when they're going to start doing things, and they're going to have the semis and the finals. So get to their website, tablerocksports.com, and they will be covering the meet down there. So it's going to be, should be a good showing for Roseburg, because they got a lot of ranked kids going down there, number 1s and number 2 seeds. So it'll be fun. So make sure you tune in, or go if you're after we get done with the game tonight. Go to tablerocksports.com and find out when everything starts. They just sent us something real quick just to let them know that Table Rock is going to be doing it for the folks in Roseburg, due to the fact that they're not letting anybody in the gym because, there's a lot of kids in the gym. They can only have so many bodies in the gym. And just tune to tablerocksports.com, and you can catch the action from the tournament. And we wish the guys the best of luck down in the tournament. And I was, I'm a graduate from Camas Valley, and for the first time ever, I believe, Camas Valley actually had a wrestling team this year, and actually got into the districts, I believe. So, congratulations to the Hornets. it's really cool to see that going on for Camas Valley and some of those smaller schools, and developing a program for the first time. Some of those schools, they play football, they play basketball, and then they go, for some of the smaller schools like Camas Valley, they can go to Douglas and play baseball if they want. They have a fantastic track team down there in Camas, but they had an ad in the paper showing that the Hornets having a wrestling team this year, and it was pretty cool. And they got into the district, so that's pretty cool stuff for Camas Valley and for the schools. And school's out right now, pretty much wrapping up the basketball season. They're going to have a inter-SOC tournament, but for the 1A, 2A, and 3A apparently, and 4A, they're having a regular state tournament. And the Sutherland Lady Bulldogs are still undefeated, and they won earlier today. So congratulations to them and the win over Douglas. And so they're heading to the tournament, and possibly Douglas may be going too. Brookings Harbor is the second team from there. So Dan Bain will keep you all updated on I-101 for all the playoff action for the Sutherland Lady Bulldogs. They've been doing that for quite a while with Coach Josh Groening. Back here to Stewart W. Robinson Gymnasium. We're ready for the second half now. Ashland will get the basketball. Hayden Bernard back out there with the big brace. She'll get the ball from, and back we go as a steal in the backcourt. And almost a travel there by Emma Murphy, but she gets it across the timeline to Hayden Bernard. Bernard gets it swatted away, and this is going to be a foul on Kristen Morgan. Morgan, the leading scorer here tonight for Ashland. Leading scorer for everybody, in fact. So Roseburg will get the basketball in front of the scoring table. Getting it in to Morello. We're going left to right now. Morello looking for her first 2 points of the game, directing traffic. Gives it out to the top to Bernard. She's got 2 in the game. Bernard bounce pass underneath to Carpenter. She's going up with it, and she's fouled. Nope, just swatted out, that's all. Off of Ashland. Trying to get it in now. Roseburg's got to hurry. They get it in to Morello. Morello now gets pressure, and Lisinski comes up with a loose basketball. Quickly down court they go. Pull-up jumper, no good, but she's fouled for Gabby Heinken. Heinken is going to go to the line. And the foul is on Amy Carpenter. And that is Carpenter's second foul. And shooting the basketball is Gabby Heinken. First one is good for her to open up the scoring here in the third quarter. One more off the rim, no good. Rebound by Roseburg, and Morello with the loose basketball for the Indians. Quickly down the court they go to Bernard. Bernard has 2 in the game. Girls got to get some scoring going on here. Morello back to the right side to Bernard. Bernard in the coffin corner now to Carpenter. Bounce pass underneath. Trying to get it to Chelsea Miller, and it's swatted away. Sullinger back the other way for Ashland. In the coffin corner, they feed it underneath. Underneath, shot is no good by Sullinger. And a rebound and a jump ball underneath. Lisinski being tied up, and Roseburg with the basketball. Carpenter will throw it in. She gets it in to Morello across the timeline. Now they swing it down the court to Murphy. Emma Murphy into the coffin corner now to Carpenter. Carpenter feeds underneath. Reverse layup is no good by Chelsea. Quickly down the court they go. Heineken going to shoot a 3. Nothing but air there, but the offensive rebound there is Morgan to keep it alive. Now the ball swatted away off of Amy Carpenter. Amy still yet to score here tonight. Lisinski throws it back court to Heinken, and she'll bring it up. Gabby Heinken with that big brace on her right leg. Drive it in, lays it up off the glass, and too hard by Sullinger. Rebound by Carpenter. Carpenter gives it off. Quickly down court goes Murphy. Murphy cross court now to Morello. Morello going to drive in, and she'll bring it back out as the door closes. Jump shot, free throw line, right side is Carpenter. And trying to get the offensive rebound, trying to get her own rebound, but it goes out of bounds. Aubrey Lasinski will throw it in now for the Ashland Grizzlies. Their record is 5-4. Roseburg is sitting at 0-9 and looking for a win somehow, some way. Top of the circle now to Morgan. Morgan will go to Sullinger. Sullinger in the conference corner, back to Morgan. Morgan drives it up with the left hand, throws it up off the glass too hard. Offensive rebound is good for Gabby Heiken. (23-6) now. Here's a long three on the way. Good, nice shot. Hayden Bernard hits the three. 23-9 is your score. But Bernard gets the three. And Murillo on the foul. Now we got another foul. And foul is on Riley Mulsick. That's her first. Shooting the free throw and making it good is Jaden Sullinger. She's got 5 points from the free throw line. That one is also good for Sullinger. Making it 25-9 now. With the basketball, Montefiore, who checked in moments ago. To Murillo. Murillo gets the ball swatted away. Morgan with the ball, throws it up and in. Kirsten Morgan. 10 points now for Morgan. 27-9. Roseburg with the basketball. Here's a jumper, right side. Good, nice shot. Chelsea Miller. I think they called Chelsea Miller shot a three.
Foul against Jocelyn Minifree. 3 steps, 2 minutes. Kristen Morgan.
Foul on Jocelyn Montefiore. At the line. Nothing but air there is Morgan. Back in for Roseburg is Michaela McClatcher.
Amy Carpenter comes out.
Oh, she stepped over the line. That one no good. And it remains 27-11 now. Roseburg with the basketball. Here's McClatcher. Off the backboard, the side of the backboard, no good. And Sullinger gives it off and back out. Three on the way. Good. Sullinger for three. 30-11. Murillo gives it over to Mulsick. Now into the coffin corner to Miller. Miller bounce pass underneath to McClatcher. And out of bounds. And the media timeout here, so we'll take a 1-minute timeout as well on 541radio.com video stream and the 1490 The Score YouTube channel. Back in 1 minute.
Looking for more local sports coverage? CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score has you covered. Check out our homepage at 541radio.com for sports stories, scores, and podcasts. And follow us on social media. 1490 The Score is on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And take the station with you wherever you go with the 541 Radio app. Download the app in your smartphone's app store and get access to a live stream of the station, sports stories, podcasts, and easy messaging with the station and others.
Buzzer sounds. We're getting ready to come back in. 3:24 left in the third quarter. It's all Ashland, 30-11. And there, I was clarifying it there on the break. The second shot for Chelsea Miller was not a 3. It was only a 2. That way we got the scoring right. I was double checking there. I thought maybe I was missing a point or something, but no. 32-11, that's your score. 3:24 left in the third, and McClatcher will throw it in now for Roseburg. Trying to get something in the hole here. They lob it inside to Mulsick. Mulsick now brings it out, kicks it back out to the top. Here's Montefering for a 3. Jocelyn Montefering for a 3. So a couple of 3 balls here in this third quarter. Makes it 30-14. Eichen with the basketball into the Coffin quarter. A 3 on the way there by Morgan, no good. Ball scrap for the ball, and we got a whistle. And the foul is going to be on Kirsten Morgan on Ashland. Gives the ball back to the Indians now. 30-14, 2:58 left in the third. Morello across the timeline to Montefering. And John, it's good. Another good shot. Chelsea Miller. She has 6. Top of the circuit out of Heinkett. Heinkett brings it out to the top of the circuit now to Lisinski. And the driver down the lane is Lisinski, Aubrey Lisinski. And a foul.
Foul against Makai McClatcher.
And McClatcher again on the foul.
Lewinsky at the line for Ashland.
And to the line now is going to be Aubrey Lisinski looking for her first points of the game. It's up and down. Second shot for her is good. So both free throws good for Aubrey Lisinski to put her in the scorebook. 32-16, 2:20 left in the third. Montefering with the basketball gives it out. Chelsea Miller gives it out to the top to Morello. Morello to the right side to Mulsick, or left side I should say. Back out to Miller. She's feeding it underneath to McClatcher. McClatcher no good. Rebound. Morgan throws it down court. Shot on the way is no good, but she's fouled. As driving down the lane was Gabby Heinken.
Foul against Riley Wilson.
And that foul is going to be on. What did he say? He talked so fast I didn't understand what he said. Riley Mulsick on the foul. First shot is good for Gabby Heinken. And coming in is Amy Carpenter. Amy Carpenter yet to score here tonight. And Gabby Heinken will go to the line for a second shot. No good. Rebound for Amy Carpenter. Pushing it down the court. Mulsick. Mulsick back to the top to Murillo. Back to Mulsick. They're in that knee brace over there. McClatcher with a good drive underneath there. Trying to get something happening is Michaela McClatcher. And quickly down court, we got a charging foul on Gabby Heinken. Knocking one of the Indians to the floor. Gives the ball back now. Minute and 30 left in the third. Montefering will bring it across the timeline. Gives it out to Mulsick. Mulsick into the coffin corner to Carpenter. Carpenter back out to the side to Mulsick. Mulsick now swings it back up to the very top to Murillo. Murillo will swing it. They'll swing it underneath. The shot good. Amy Carpenter will get her first 2 of the game. 33-18 now. With a minute left in the third. Here's a shot on the way. No good for Ashland. Offensive rebound, but Heiken gets it swatted away. Now they lose the handle, and going up with it is Lisinski. And just like that, Lisinski going back to the line after getting the loose ball and a foul. Jocelyn Menafering on the foul. So Lisinski going back to the line now for the Grizzlies. First one's good. Back in now for Ashland is going to be Abby Lambert. And going out will be Morgan. One more here. It's off the rim and no good. Rebound by Amy Carpenter. 49 seconds left in the third. 34-18 Ashland. Mulsick. Bounce pass to Montefering. She's going to drive. Little floater is in. Jocelyn Montefering. Little floater down the lane. Drops it in. She's got 5, including a three-pointer. 34-20 now. Roseburg trying to dig into that lead. Solinger gives it off to Lambert. Lambert will give it to Cora Sayer, who's in the game now for Ashland. Bounce pass, drive it down the lane, too hard, but she's going to the line as she broke to the basket is Jaden Solinger.
Foul against McClatcher.
And McClatcher, another foul. That is 4 on Michaela McClatcher. And to the line again is Jade Solinger. Another. 7 points off the line for her. Make it 8. 8 points at the free throw line for her, plus a 3 and a 2. She scored in all points of the game here. 36-20. 5 seconds left. You got to shoot it. Montefering gives it out. Now to Morello. She's going to shoot a long 3 and rebound by Solinger. That's the end of 3. It is Ashland 36 and the Roseburg Indians 20. Back in a minute and a half here on 541radio.com, the video stream, and 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Back in a minute and a half.
I am a nurse,
a firefighter,
a college student,
a mother,
and I am an American soldier.
I will always be ready
for every storm
and disaster that threatens my community.
I will always be there to protect my neighbors,
my family,
and my country.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
Visit nationalguard.com to learn more about part-time.
Josh Nelson from Off the Wall on The Score. When I'm not in the Score Sports Closet, I own and operate BTV Moving here in Roseburg. We are a labor-only company offering services such as packing, unpacking, loading, unloading, piano moving, cleaning services, and 24-hour emergency services. We pride ourselves on being an affordable, veteran-owned company. Contact us at 541-315-0122 for all your moving needs. That's BTV Moving, 541-315-0122.
Just beginning the fourth quarter. You haven't missed much. Roseburg basketball here as we start the fourth. Hayden Pinard bounces it underneath. Shot is no good by Amy Carpenter. And jump ball on the floor. The fourth quarter begins 36-20 in favor of Ashland. Roseburg will get the ball under their basket. Amy Carpenter lobs it up to the top. Yeah, they swing it over. Chelsea's shot is nothing but air there. Aubrey Lasinski with the rebound, and we have a technical timeout, a technical foul called on Roseburg's head coach, Chad Smith, his first-year head coach, a technical, and then another whistle, and Chad Smith has been thrown out of the game. He got a technical, he said something else, and they threw him out. Chad Smith, the first-year coach for the Indians, is gone here in the fourth quarter as he gets a round of applause from his coaches and the players. Bill Bartlett, Jerry Walker, Sasha over there as well. And the officials are looking over there to make sure that he has left the building. So Chad Smith has been thrown out of the game with 7:28 left in the quarter. And shooting the technical is Jaden Sullinger. She loves that free throw line. She's camping out right there. She's got one more, and it's good. So, and it's just tough because now here's Sullinger again. She's filling up the scorecards with the free throws here. And she's just racking them up here. And one more. That makes it 40-20 now. So with 7:28 left in the game, Coach Chad Smith was thrown out on a technical foul, and then he said something else, and they threw him out of the building. So the first-year coach, frustrated, hasn't got a win all year long, was trying to get something done, and Abby Lambert with the basketball down for Ashland after getting the ball out for the technical. 7:09 left in the contest, 40-20, Ashland. Everybody frustrated, and we got a timeout called for Ashland as well. So Bill Bartlett, Jerry Walker, and Sasha Amick over there to man the coaching staff as Coach Chad Smith, his first year at Roseburg High School coaching the girls, was thrown out of the ball game. All right, once again, we want to remind you now, for all you Roseburg wrestling fans, that due to restrictions of COVID numbers, they are not letting fans in to the wrestling event tomorrow. So if you would like to watch it, go to TableRockSports.com. They're going to broadcast the semis and the finals of the wrestling tournament over there. And Roseburg's got a lot of kids going in, so we just want to let the fans know that are listening, and Joey will be talking about it more, that due to COVID restrictions and all the kids that are there already, that's going to be there, they are not letting fans into the gym for the event. But Table Rock Sports is going to broadcast the semis and the finals. Go to TableRockSports.com if you want to watch the wrestling tomorrow. Get on there and find out what time for sure it starts so you don't miss anything. All right, back to action we go after the timeout. Cora Sayer into the game, back in for Ashland. Ball swatted away just for a minute, and Roseburg now trying to play a little bit more aggressive and a little more pep in their step now after their coach gets thrown out of the game. 6:56 left. Ashland leading 40-20. Hayden Pernard gives it off to Emma Murphy. Emma Murphy, left side, gives it back to Chelsea, back to Emma. Emma drives in, blocked. Blocked by Kendall Abel. Ashland basketball. Sullinger spending all her time at the free throw line. Will drive in and miss the shot there. Gets her own rebound, kicks it back out. Now they get it back to her. Now she gets it back over to Lambert. Lambert back into Abel. Abel drops it back into a breaking Sullinger at the line, and its shot is no good. Emma Murphy with the ball for the Indians. The Indians have not scored here in the fourth quarter. Montefiore tried to make it happen, but its shot is no good. Gives it back out again, and the shot no good there by Emma Murphy, and then a foul underneath. Chelsea Miller on the foul. That's her second foul. And coming in now is going to be Mary Montgomery and Kirsten Morgan. Yeah, Kirsten Morgan back in. So going back to the line now, guess who? Jaden Sullinger. She's going to go back to the line. She can.
Yeah, double bonus. Shooting 2.
Shooting 2 now with 6:03 left in the game. Oh, she misses one. Whoa, that's Sullinger. After hitting like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 of them in a row, she misses one. Second one, good here this time. Roseburg does not have a free throw today. I don't think they've even shot one, have they? I'm not sure if they've even shot a free throw. I may have missed one, but we don't have any. They have not made any free throws, and I don't think they've shot any. And Lambert gives it over to Abel. Back out for a 3 for Sullinger. That's her second 3 ball, and Sullinger is putting this game away for Ashland. 44-20. Swinging it over to Pinard, will shoot one up. No good. Offensive rebound, going up with it is Emma Murphy, and she's going to go to the line. Emma with a lot of ball control up there, and she finally got one to. And the shot is going to be, or the foul is going to be on Sullinger. So Emma Murphy, I talked about free throws. We're going to finally get some, and there was a miss. Shoot one more. Emma Murphy looking for her first points of the game. It is up and no good. Missed them both. Rebound by Mary Montgomery for Ashland. Gives it to Sullinger. Sullinger quickly down to Abby Lambert. Lambert going to fire up a 3. Nothing but air there. Mary Montgomery trying to swat it in. And it's tipped by Roseburg, they said. What the heck was that all about? Mary Montgomery trying to get it. And there was a Indian underneath, and they said that she reached in and knocked it away from Montgomery. So Montgomery will throw the ball in for Ashland. Gets it into Sullinger, of course, but it's swatted away. Roseburg would get the ball back. Good hustle there by Emma Murphy. Quickly down the court she goes with the ball. 4:59, clock running. And here we got a reach-in foul before the shot. Abby Lambert on the foul. Non-shooting was on the floor. So Roseburg get the ball under the hoop. Throwing it in was Amy Carpenter, and reaching out and knocking the ball away, Mary Montgomery for Ashland. So Carpenter will do it again. Try to get it to Montefiore. Now to get it to Chelsea. Now to Montefiore. Montefiore now back to Chelsea. Chelsea shot. Good. Chelsea Miller has got 8 in the game. 44-22. Lambert with the basketball now. And a reach-in foul on Emma Murphy. And that's going to send Abby Lambert to the line. Lambert will dribble with the left hand, shoots right-handed. Got that one to go. Back into the ball game now for the Indians is Riley Molsick and Barillo back in. Abby Lambert back in for her second shot. Little help from the back of the rim on the backboard, and it drops through. 46-22 now. Chelsea Miller with the ball. Kicks it back out to Murillo. Murillo now, step move, drives in. Montgomery knocks it away from her. Ball on the floor. Montefiore trying to get to it. And Sullinger comes up with a loose ball for Ashland. 4:15 clock running. Lob inside to Abel. Abel gives it back out. Shot on the way from Lambert. No good off the rim. Montgomery corrals a loose ball. And Sullinger down. Pull-up jumper is fouled, and she's going to go to the line. This time she's going to make some marshmallows and stuff. She's been there long enough. And we got a timeout called. Let's see what we got called here. This is probably the media timeout again. So let's take a 1 minute timeout. We'll come back. 3:53 left in the contest. 46-22 Ashland. Back in 1 minute.
Looking for more local sports coverage? CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score has you covered. Check out our homepage at 541radio.com for sports stories, scores, and podcasts. And follow us on social media. 1490 The Score is on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And take the station with you wherever you go with the 541 Radio app. Download the app in your smartphone's app store and get access to a live stream of the station, sports stories, podcasts, and easy messaging with the station and others.
Welcome back after the timeout. 3:53 left in this basketball game, the final basketball game for the Indian girls here and the Ashland girls, depending on the outcome of some of the other ones, whether they're going to make that tournament or not. The boys, meanwhile, are playing down in Ashland, and they've got to pick up a win to try to keep their seeding going. And back to the line again, guess who? Jade Sullinger. She's got 22 points in the game. She has more than half of the points that Ashland has. That one's good. Of course, on that double technical, she was camping at the line there for a while. Oh, missed it. And this one bouncing around off of Chelsea Miller and ends up in an Ashland hands. Chelsea Miller had a bounce off her top of her head and roll around a little bit, and there's a foul underneath. And they're going to call the foul now on Chelsea. So now to the line is going to be Kendall Abel. Now we got 4 girls getting ready to come in for Roseburg, emptying the bench a little bit here. Shot is good for Abel. She gets her first points of the game. Now we got Sydney Montefiore coming in. We have Isabel Stribling coming in. We have Aria Smith coming in. So some of the freshmen getting a chance to play. And Abel makes them both. She gets her first 2 of the game on the free throw line. So it's going to be Murillo with the ball. She stays in the game. Ian now is, I don't have a 20 on here. It's probably one of the JV players. Let me look at my JV board here real quick. Violet Powell is number 20. Arla Smith is in. She's a freshman. Now in for Ashland is going to be number 13, Isabella Robinson. She played on the JV. Also in the game is Kristen Morgan. Throwing the ball in and getting the ball, Murillo. Murillo will kick it out to the side to Arla Smith as the coach empties the bench to let some of the youngsters play. And here's a shot on the way off the rim, no good, by Violet Powell. Or Sydney Montefiore, I'm not sure. But Sydney wears 1 for varsity, so that's Powell. With the basketball is Isabella Robinson. She's a junior. Down the lane, underneath, and almost another one for Sullinger. 2:56 in the clock running, 49-22. Ashland. Sydney Montefiore was on the JV squad earlier. Here's a jump shot on the way. Good. Look at there. Isabel Stribling, a sophomore, gets the bucket. getting to play some varsity here tonight. Also getting to play some varsity is Isabella Robinson for Ashland. She gets fouled. Oh, Michaela Cunningham is who number 20 is.
Isabella Robinson shooting.
So Isabella Robinson will come in. So it is Michaela Cunningham is number 20. Off the rim, no good. In the other number 20 now is Aurora Sayer back in now for Ashland. And to the line is Isabella Robinson. Shot also no good. Rebound by Sydney Montefiore, and her sister Jocelyn also on the team as well. Here's the youngster, the freshman. Here's a shot on the way, no good by Cunningham, the other freshman, out of bounds. Mary Montgomery will throw it in now for Ashland with 2:11 left in the contest. Isabella Robinson, here's a three on the way. No good offensive rebound by Montgomery. Montgomery with the long blonde hair flowing, getting double team, triple team. They get it back out to Isabella Robinson. Now back in, and no good. Solinger, I don't even know why she's still in the game. Here's a jump ball. Solinger with like 20 some odd points in this game. And back in another one of the starters, Gabby Heinken. She's finally coming in for Solinger. Solinger will finally come out. And that's probably it for Solinger. Some of the starters now are going to be coming out. And a timeout called by Ashland. They're having trouble getting the ball in, so we'll leave it right here. 30-second timeout here. So once again, we want to remind you about wrestling. Go to TableRockSports.com. Because of the COVID numbers, they're not letting people in to the gym tomorrow at Grants Pass for wrestling. So go to TableRockSports.net is the official website. TableRockSports.net, and they are going to be broadcasting the semis and the finals. So go to TableRockSports.net and get all the info you need. So you'll be all set with your popcorn and everything else, and watch. And good luck to the Indians that are wrestling tomorrow down in Grants Pass. So once again, they are still high risk down there, and due to the restrictions for the COVID numbers with coaches and wrestlers, they're not letting fans in. So the only way you're going to be able to see it is TableRockSports.net. Okay? TableRockSports.net. Ashland basketball under the rim. Mary Montgomery will throw it in. Bounce pass underneath. Then they get it back out. It's stolen away by Morello. Morello controlling the basketball to Sydney Montefiore, the young freshman. Bounce pass over to Stribling. Her shot. No, she traveled first. She traveled first. Sayer with the basketball. Giving it over to Heinken, who's back into the game. Heinken now gets fouled by Michaela Cunningham, one of the young freshmen. So to the line now, Isabella Robinson, looking for her first points in the varsity uniform. She played JV earlier. In and out, no good. 1:18 left in the game, 49-24. Ashland. And that sent it out no good. She missed them both. Rebound by Arla Smith, another one of the freshmen for Roseburg. Sydney Montefiore, the other freshman. Back over to Morello. She's a freshman. Now underneath. Shot on the way, no good by Arla Smith, another one of the freshmen. So all the freshmen getting some playing time. That one's swatted away and out of bounds. This one off of Michaela Cunningham. 1:01 left in the contest here. And Gabby Heinken with the basketball now. for Ashland. She almost lost it on the inbound. Robinson will get tied up by Emma Morello. And the possession arrow will go to Roseburg with 51.7 seconds left in the game. Morello gives it over to Sydney Montefiore. Sydney back to the top, Stribling now this side to Morello. Morello back up to the top to Cunningham. Cunningham trying to get it in. Reads again and is swatting it away as best she can. Arla Smith. As Arla wanted to get into the conversation here and put her name up on the board, and if she can't make a basket, she'll get herself a foul. Trying to swat it away from Mary Montgomery. And Mary Montgomery will go to the line now. Mary is a sophomore for Ashland. First shot is no good for Mary. She's 0 for 3 from the line. Montgomery now with one more. She gets that one off. It was off the backboard. Didn't even touch the rim. Be Roseburg basketball. Sydney Montefiore to throw it in. Sydney Montefiore to Morello. Morello the final 27 seconds here. Back to Montefiore. Montefiore down to Cunningham. Cunningham back out to the top to Stribling. Stribling now to Morello. And Montefiore underneath, shot no good. And the girls fighting for the ball. It goes out of bounds off of Ashland with 13.7 seconds left. Feet underneath, Montefiore. Montefiore throws it up off the window, no good. Rebound, shot on the way is no good by Stribling. And it goes out of bounds with 5.3 seconds left. Yeah, so Ashland's going to pick up the win here tonight. As Montgomery will throw it in. And coming up with the ball was Morello, and then Ashland got the ball, and that's it. Your final is going to be 49 to 24 in favor of Ashland. They jumped out to a 10-2 lead. It was 20-6 at halftime, 36-20 at the end of 3. And Roseburg scores 4 points in the fourth quarter. And 49-24, your final score. All right. So that will end the season for the Roseburg girls. They will go 0-10. And Coach Chad Smith, in his first year, the last game of the season with 7:28 left in the game, was tossed out because of a technical foul and then another foul after that. And he's over talking with some of his assistant coaches and everything else. He's rubbing his head and so he's not feeling it right now. He's probably a little hot right now. So it's 49-24 is your final score. And we'll come back, take a 2-minute break, and then we'll come back and recap the scoring and pick our Mountain Mike's player of the game. That's coming up in just a couple of minutes here on 541radio.com, the video stream, and 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Back in 2 minutes, right? Okay.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 120,000 participants here in Oregon who take part in high school sports or activities.
I am a nurse,
a firefighter,
a college student,
a mother,
and I am an American soldier.
I will always be ready
for every storm
and disaster that threatens my community.
I will always be there to protect my neighbors,
my family,
and my country.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
Visit nationalguard.com to learn more about part-time service.
Buy one, get one free at the Roseburg Jiffy Lube. Buy one signature service oil change with Pennzoil at regular price through the end of March and receive a coupon for a second one free. That's a $43.99 value. The signature service oil change features up to 5 quarts conventional Pennzoil, a new spin-on filter, and a visual inspection of belts, brakes, tires, and wipers, plus fluid top-off and our 90-day top-off guarantee. Buy one signature service oil change, get one free through the end of March at the Roseburg Jiffy Lube next to Champion Car.
That is a great deal of Jiffy Lube right now. In fact, it reminds me I need an oil change on my truck. I just noticed a little sticker, and I'm a little bit over there. So go over there and see Dale Farmer and the gang at Jiffy Lube. And tell them congratulations on the beautiful field over at Champion Car Wash Field at Legion Field over there. So get over there. Speaking of that, we're all done right now, and you're more than welcome to get on over there or flip over and watch the Doc Stewarts. They're getting started here. I mean, they were supposed to start at 7:15. If everything goes well, they are underway right now on 1490 The Score and 541radio.com. Get over there and listen to a little Doc Stewart's baseball. A lot of the Roseburg Indian boys are on that team. Well, 49-24 is your final score. Ashland jumped out to a 10-2 lead in the first quarter, and then stretched it out to a 20-6 lead at halftime, 36-20, and then win it 49-24. The big news of the whole thing was not really news, but disappointing, upsetting for a season. They're 0-9, and Coach Chad Smith, the first-year coach for Roseburg, a little hot, got a technical, and then said something else, and it was thrown out of the gym with 7:28 left in the game. The girls got fired up for a little while, but could not get it back. And hot shooting by Jaden Sullinger for Ashland. She scored 22 points. 14 of those were from the free throw line. 14 points from the free throw line for Sullinger. Plus she had 2 3-pointers in the contest as well. 10 points out of Kirsten Morgan. In fact, all the 3-pointers that were shot tonight for Ashland were made, and there was 2 of them. That were made were all from Sullinger. 10 points for Kristen Morgan. There was 6 points apiece for Gabby Heinken and for Abby Lambert, who came off the bench. 3 points for Aubrey Losinski, and Kennedy Abel, the big girl in the middle, got a couple of free throws towards the end for the Grizzlies. For Roseburg, they were led in scoring by Chelsea Miller with 8 points in the game. 5 points apiece for Hayden Pinard and Jocelyn Montefiring. And then 2 points apiece for Amy Carpenter, for Michaela McClatcher. She ended up with 4 fouls, but she got a bucket there off the bench. And Isabel Stribling came off the bench and scored a bucket as well. So Roseburg now will go to 0-10 and finish the season. A tough time for a bunch of youngsters, but they're all going to be back. I mean, if you look at their roster now, Michelle Rivera is going to be a senior. Jocelyn Montefiring will be a senior next year. Chelsea Miller will be a senior. Skylar Windermere will be a senior. And then you've got some sophomores and freshmen that'll be coming back as well. So we'll see how it goes for the Roseburg Indians. And they played against, 5 seniors on this Ashland team. Sullinger, one of those seniors, who outscored everybody here. And then Lisinski and Abel, seniors. So a lot of talent, a lot of juniors on this team. So it's a pretty good talent for Ashland coming in. And Ashland now will go to 6-4 overall for Ashland. And they're hoping they can get in to the playoff thing in the SOC. They have an SOC playoff games coming up. And then we know for sure, I understand Roseburg is now winning big down at Ashland right now. Up by 10, I believe, is what I heard a while ago. There was one of the parents sitting next to me was talking about it, and her son is playing for Ashland, or for Roseburg down at Ashland, but she was here to watch the girls play. So tough season for the young ladies, but they give it their heart here today. And, I was looking at it and just trying to think of who we wanted to give our Mountain Mike's Pizza Player of the Game to. Mountain Mike's Pizza over there, pizza the way you want it, just right over here by the high school, over by the, and it's great pizza. It's good food. I love their pizza because you know when you bite into a pizza, you want to taste the cheese and you want to taste the ingredients. And some pizzas that I've had in the past, you taste all sauce. And this pizza is so good, and we thank Mountain Mike's. We welcome them to Douglas County. Make sure you go by and check it all out. And so we are going to give the Mountain Mike's Player of the Game to Jocelyn Montefiore. She did a whole lot of ball handling in the game. She had a couple of shots come in, and then she came in, got a bucket driving down the lane, and then pulled back and got a 3 on it. She only had 5 in the game. She was tied with Hayden Pernard for 5, but she controlled the ball well, played some good basketball for a junior, and she's going to be back again for them. And for me to say Montefiore and Mom and Dad come up and saying that I said it right, let's do it. So your player of the game is going to be Jocelyn Montefiore, 5 points in the game, including a 3-pointer. And let that red hair flow, girl. And good luck for you, and good luck to everybody in the summer. All right, so it sounds like we are going to have basketball possibly Monday. Joey Keyrand, listen to the news coming up this weekend, and we'll keep you updated on what's going on. And Joey will have all the information for you on if the boys are going to make it in. We just don't know whether we're going to play a game at home or play it away. The way Carmen and everybody was talking down there, it looks like it's probably going to be a home game. But you never know until everything is done tonight. This is when they settle it all in. So possibly some Roseburg boys basketball coming up on Monday as soon as Joey gets back in and takes a breather from all that baseball. He will get it all, and we'll have it for you back on Monday. Don't forget now, one more time, for you folks that want to watch wrestling tomorrow, because due to the fact of the COVID, they're not going to be letting anybody in at Grants Pass. TableRockSports.net. Pass it along. If you have friends and family that have wrestlers, TableRockSports.net. I don't want you to drive all the way to Grants Pass and not be able to get in. Because of the COVID thing, they're not letting anybody in. They're really high down there as far as COVID goes, and they're not letting anybody in. You can only have so many people in. And with this big wrestling event, there's a lot of kids there. So because of that, Table Rock Sports has jumped in. They are going to be doing the wrestling tomorrow. So get on Table Rock Sports, all one word, TableRockSports.net. Get on there. They'll give you all the information on when they start, when everything fires off, and you'll be able to watch. And we wish the boys the best of luck tomorrow in wrestling. All right? And we wish the Doc Stewarts the best of luck, as you can flip on over and watch a little Doc Stewarts baseball today as well on this Friday. And Doc Stewart's Father's Day tournament going in through Sunday when they have the championship game. All right, that'll wrap it up for us. Thank you so much. I'm Kenny Sherman in for Joey Keyrand, and hopefully I'll get to it sounds like I'm going to be filling in for a little while for Joey here coming up, doing a little baseball action. So it's my pleasure to fill in for him and have some fun here on the whether it's just on the video stream or on the radio. Joey's got a big job, and I'll be more than happy to help him out a little bit. All right, so Doc Stewart's baseball on the score right now, 1490 The Score homepage, and Doc Central is where you'll go when you get onto 1490 The Score. Go to Doc's homepage at 541radio.com, and you can pick up the game if you're at home and you want to watch the game, or just flip on over there real quick. And if you're a dad, they got some great deals. They're giving away some great prizes this weekend over there if you're a father. So take Dad to the ballpark at least tomorrow or Sunday and see if you can win something cool. I mean, they got fishing trips. They got a Krager grill they're giving away. All kinds of cool stuff for some great sponsors over there at the ball field. So go by and see some of the Roseburg kids that are now playing baseball. Welcome back some of the kids that played for Roseburg and went to college and now back playing for the Doc Stewarts again. Jet Black and all those, Jared Stoffel, all those guys are back again. Unfortunately, Spencer Six was back for the first game and then got injured, a hammy. So hopefully Spencer gets healed up real soon and gets back into there. So, all right, for Joey and everybody, thank you so much for listening. Have a great weekend, everybody, and we will let you know coming up on Monday about the outcome for the Roseburg boys basketball team and when and where they will play a playoff game. That'll be coming up, and we'll have that for you right here on The Score on 92.3 FM and 1490 AM. All right, good night, everybody. Have a great weekend.